South Africa has been presented to the world as a miracle because there was a peaceful transition and as the country with the best constitution in the world. The answer is South Africa is failing spectacularly on almost every conceivable measure.
That has been the painful reality for some people across South Africa.
There's been a number of mass shootings in recent times.
In 2021, a delegation of leaders from the Solidarity movement traveled to Hungary as part of a liaison tour. The tour was aimed at strengthening friendship between Afrikaners and Hungarians.
The biggest natural way of forming a community is a nation.
The West, which for centuries was the defender of some of the noblest ideas, political principles and values, is now the source of some of the greatest threats to the very things that we cherished and loved for so many centuries.
The environment is different, but the two nations, the two stories, the heroism is very similar.
Man is by nature a political animal. The biggest threat to Western civilization is that it's actually, in a sense, committing suicide.
We're not talking about Hungary trying to impose values on others. We're talking about a country simply saying, listen, this is the way we do things, this is the way we want to live. We should have a right to be able to live this way.
They're constantly aware of how threatened their cultural identity is.
We are in a hostile environment. We should define ourselves by our cultures and our traditions and our heritage that we wish to preserve and recognize that there is an assault on these things.
Freedom, when we talk about heroism, when we talk about future for Afrikaners.
Die Afrikaners is uniek. Julle veg vir julle eie land. Julle bou julle eie instituties. Julle is 'n inspirasie vir ons.
If I would say Hungary is one of the last stronghold of free thinking in Europe, in the Western world, then I wouldn't be so far from reality.
It's not about conquest, but it's about how can we take things in our own hands and create a better future for ourselves, for our families, for our nation, for our children.